Welcome to the fascinating world of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us to face life's challenges with serenity and wisdom. Today, we will delve into the teachings of one of the greatest Stoics of all time, the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever wondered how it's possible to defeat your enemies without raising a sword or uttering a single offensive word? How can we turn our challenges into allies and our weaknesses into strengths? Stay with us as we explore 13 Stoic ways to destroy your enemies without fighting them, based on the timeless wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. By the end of this text, you will discover a powerful secret that can change your life forever. 1. Self-discipline. The importance of controlling your emotions. Imagine facing a storm not with fear or anger, but with unwavering calm. Self-discipline is the key to controlling your emotions in the face of adversity. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that by mastering our emotional reactions, we neutralize the power of our enemies over us. Instead of reacting impulsively, we take a deep breath, think clearly, and act wisely. This constant practice of self-discipline makes us immune to external provocations, strengthening our minds and spirits. By mastering this skill, we begin to see our enemies not as threats, but as opportunities to grow and demonstrate our true inner strength. 2. Internal focus. Concentration on what is under your control. As we advance on our Stoic journey, the next essential principle is internal focus. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminds us that many things in the world are beyond our control. Other people's behavior, fate, and even unexpected events. However, there is something over which we have total control: our own actions and reactions. By concentrating our energy on what is under our control, we eliminate the frustration and anxiety that arise when we try to change the unchangeable. This not only spares us emotional wear and tear, but also gives us a true sense of power. Imagine a warrior who, instead of wasting his strength fighting a storm, uses his knowledge to protect himself and advance when the storm passes. In the same way, we must focus on improving our virtues, developing our minds, and acting with integrity. By internalizing this principle, we transform our enemies into mere obstacles in our path, which we can overcome with wisdom and patience. The real battle is fought within us, and by winning this battle, any external adversary becomes irrelevant. 3. Indifference to the external. Learning to ignore external provocations. As we strengthen our internal focus, the next crucial step is to develop indifference to the external. Marcus Aurelius teaches that external things, praise, criticism, gains, and losses, have no intrinsic value. What matters is our perception and reaction to these things. Imagine yourself in a situation where your enemy tries to destabilize you with insults or manipulations. By cultivating indifference, you learn to see these provocations for what they really are: mere words and actions with no real power over your inner peace. It is like an invisible shield that deflects all arrows of hatred and envy. Practicing this indifference does not mean becoming apathetic or insensitive, but maintaining an unwavering serenity regardless of external circumstances. When you do not let yourself be affected by provocations, you completely disarm your enemy. He expects a reaction: anger, frustration, fear, but receives only unperturbed calm. In this way, you not only protect your mind but also demonstrate an inner strength that few can match. Upon reaching this state of indifference, you begin to realize that your enemies lose their power over you. Their attempts to disturb your emotional balance become futile, and you continue to walk firmly and calmly towards your goals. 4. Amor, fati. Embrace fate and accept reality. As we cultivate indifference to the external, the next Stoic principle to incorporate is amor fati, the love of fate. Marcus Aurelius teaches us to embrace everything that happens in our lives, be it good or bad events, as part of a grand plan beyond our understanding. Imagine facing a significant adversity, such as a loss or betrayal. Instead of sinking into bitterness or despair, the Stoic accepts what has happened with grace and wisdom. Amor fati is recognizing that every event, no matter how painful, has a role in our personal and spiritual development. It is finding value and lesson in every experience, making us stronger and more resilient. Embracing fate does not mean passive resignation, but an active and loving acceptance of everything life offers us. It is like seeing every challenge as a disguised opportunity to grow and learn. By adopting this perspective, we turn our enemies and the adversities they throw at us into stepping stones for personal growth. When we practice amor fati, we accept reality as it is and work with it rather than against it. This gives us deep peace and inner strength that our enemies cannot shake. Instead of feeling defeated by circumstances, we become architects of our own serenity and resilience, welcoming every moment of life with gratitude and wisdom. 5. Virtue and wisdom. The constant pursuit of virtue and wisdom as powerful weapons. By embracing fate, our next step is the constant pursuit of virtue and wisdom. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that true strength does not lie in wealth, power, or status, but in the virtue and wisdom we cultivate within ourselves. Think of every action you perform as an opportunity to exercise virtue, whether through justice, courage, temperance, or prudence. Every decision made with wisdom and integrity strengthens your character and creates a solid foundation that no enemy can shake. Virtue and wisdom are our most powerful weapons because they cannot be taken from us and shine most brightly in times of adversity. Imagine yourself in a conflict situation where you have the option to retaliate impulsively or act with wisdom and compassion. Choosing the latter not only disarms your enemy, but also elevates your own humanity. The continuous practice of virtue transforms challenges into opportunities to demonstrate the greatness of your spirit. By pursuing wisdom, we become eternal students of life, learning from every experience and growing from every lesson. This relentless pursuit equips us with the mental clarity necessary to navigate any storm with serenity and confidence. In the end, the true victory is not in defeating your enemy, but in rising above the conflict through virtue and wisdom. This journey not only protects us from external attacks, but also guides us to a life of meaning, purpose, and deep satisfaction. 6. Justice and righteousness. Acting justly and rightly, regardless of the circumstances. Following the pursuit of virtue and wisdom, we find justice and righteousness as essential pillars of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes that we must act justly and rightly in all situations, no matter the actions of others or the circumstances we face. Imagine being in a situation where you could easily gain an unfair advantage over your enemy. The temptation to retaliate in kind can be strong, but the Stoic chooses the path of justice and righteousness. Acting with integrity not only protects your conscience, but also builds a solid and unshakable reputation. Justice is not only about how we treat others, but also about how we behave towards ourselves. Staying true to your principles, even when no one is watching, is a demonstration of true inner strength. This moral coherence disarms your enemies because they cannot find flaws in your conduct. Moreover, by acting justly, you inspire those around you. Your righteousness becomes an example to follow, creating an environment of respect and admiration. Your enemies may try to undermine your integrity, but by standing firm in your values, you show that your strength comes from a deeper and unchangeable place. Ultimately, justice and righteousness are more than defensive weapons. They are the foundation of a virtuous and meaningful life. By practicing them consistently, you not only protect your own soul, but also contribute to a more just and harmonious world, where true victory is living according to the highest standards of morality and integrity. 7. Patience and persistence. Keeping calm and persevering in the face of adversity. As we act justly and righteously, patience and persistence become our next allies. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that true strength is revealed in the ability to remain calm and persevere, even in the most challenging situations. Imagine facing a series of obstacles that seem endless. The natural reaction might be despair or frustration, but the Stoic understands that each difficulty is an opportunity to exercise patience. Remaining calm amid the storm is a sign of true self-control and resilience. Persistence, in turn, is the twin sister of patience. It is the ability to keep moving forward, step by step, even when the path is difficult and victory seems distant. Each small effort, each act of determination, brings us closer to our goals and strengthens our spirit. Patience and persistence disarm our enemies in subtle yet powerful ways. When they expect you to give up or react impulsively, you remain calm and steady. Your constancy and determination show that you are unshakable, rendering their attempts to destabilize you useless. Moreover, these virtues create an invisible armor that protects your inner peace. By accepting that challenges are a natural part of life and persisting despite them, you develop a resistance that no external attack can break. Thus, the true victory is not just in overcoming obstacles but in becoming stronger and wiser through the process. By practicing patience and persistence, you not only destroy your enemies without fighting, but also build a life of meaning, courage, and deep resilience. 8. Transcend the ego. Overcoming the ego and acting with humility. As we cultivate patience and persistence, we find the next crucial Stoic principle: transcending the ego. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the ego is often the source of many of our problems and conflicts. Overcoming the ego is essential to living according to Stoic precepts and achieving true inner peace. Imagine a situation where your pride is hurt or where you are unjustly criticized. The ego's impulsive response may be to retaliate or defend yourself aggressively. However, the Stoic chooses a different path. He acts with humility. Overcoming the ego means recognizing that our worth is not in how others perceive us, but in our own integrity and virtue. By acting with humility, you disarm your enemies in surprising ways. When they expect you to react with anger or defensiveness, you respond with calm and grace. This response not only disarms the situation but also demonstrates an inner strength that an inflated ego could never achieve. Transcending the ego also means being willing to learn and grow continually. Recognizing that we do not know everything and that there is always room for improvement is a sign of true wisdom. This allows us to approach challenges with an open mind and a heart willing to learn. Moreover, by practicing humility, you create a space for genuine and respectful connections with others. People are drawn to those who are genuine and humble, and this attitude can even transform enemies into allies. By transcending the ego, you destroy the root of many internal and external conflicts. Humility becomes a powerful force that protects your inner peace and strengthens your relationships. With this, you not only overcome your enemies without fighting, but also build a life rich in meaning, connection, and true strength. 9. Serenity and equanimity. Maintaining inner peace in all situations. By transcending the ego and acting with humility, the next Stoic principle we incorporate is serenity and equanimity. Marcus Aurelius teaches that we must maintain a constant inner peace regardless of external circumstances. Imagine yourself in the midst of turmoil where chaos and disorder surround you. While others succumb to panic and confusion, you maintain serene calm. Serenity is the ability to keep your mind tranquil, no matter what happens around you. This tranquility comes from understanding that you can only control your actions and reactions, not external events. Equanimity, in turn, is the ability to maintain a balanced attitude in the face of life's ups and downs. Whether in moments of triumph or adversity, the Stoic remains unperturbed, seeing both as inevitable parts of the flow of existence. This does not mean insensitivity, but a deep acceptance and emotional balance that protect your inner peace. When you practice serenity and equanimity, you disarm your enemies in a subtle but powerful way. They may try to provoke or disturb you, but your calm and balanced response frustrates their attempts. Your serenity serves as a constant reminder of your inner strength and resilience. Moreover, this practice not only disarms external enemies but also internal ones. Fear, anger, envy, and other negative emotions lose their power when faced with serenity and equanimity. You become the master of your emotional state, navigating life with unshakable tranquility. By cultivating serenity and equanimity, you build a mental shield that protects your inner peace against any storm. This practice not only destroys your enemies without fighting, but also promotes a life of deep harmony, clarity, and contentment. 10. Mental preparation. being mentally prepared for any challenge. After achieving serenity and equanimity, the next step in the Stoic journey is mental preparation. Marcus Aurelius emphasizes the importance of always being ready to face any challenge life may present. This involves both anticipating difficulties and continuously strengthening our minds. Imagine waking up each morning with the awareness that the day may bring unexpected obstacles. Instead of fearing these difficulties, you face them with a prepared mind. This mental preparation is built through daily practice of reflection and meditation. By considering the possible challenges that may arise, you arm yourself with the resilience and determination needed to face them. Mental preparation also means strengthening our ability to adapt and respond quickly. It is like a warrior who constantly sharpens his sword and keeps his body in shape. The Stoic sharpens his mind through study, self-reflection, and the continuous practice of Stoic virtues. By being ever vigilant and prepared, no challenge can surprise or defeat you. This state of mental readiness disarms your enemies, for you become unpredictable and unshakable. They expect to find weaknesses but encounter an impenetrable mental fortress. Your ability to face any situation with confidence and clarity leaves them disoriented and powerless over you. Moreover, mental preparation fosters a quiet confidence in your abilities. Knowing that you can face and overcome any challenge, regardless of its magnitude, gives you a sense of security and inner power. This confidence is not arrogant, but a tranquility grounded in preparation and practice. By keeping your mind always sharp and ready, you not only destroy your enemies without fighting, but also live with a continuous sense of readiness and strength. This practice enriches your life, enabling you to navigate the highs and lows with a wisdom and power that inspire and strengthen all around you. 11. Compassion and empathy. Developing a compassionate attitude even towards enemies. With a mind always prepared to face challenges, the next Stoic principle we must adopt is compassion and empathy. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that, despite all conflicts and adversities, we must maintain a compassionate attitude, even towards our enemies. Imagine encountering someone who has caused you great harm, or has significantly opposed you. The natural instinct may be resentment or a desire for revenge, but the Stoic chooses compassion. Understanding that everyone, including our enemies, are human beings susceptible to faults, weaknesses, and suffering, allows us to respond with empathy instead of hostility. Compassion is not a sign of weakness but of greatness of spirit. By seeing beyond your enemy's actions and recognizing their humanity, you disarm any animosity. Your ability to forgive and act with kindness instead of rancor confuses and disarms your adversaries, who expect a reaction of hatred or revenge. Empathy allows us to understand others' motivations and feelings. When you put yourself in another's shoes, you understand their struggles and fears. This not only softens your heart but also provides a broader and wiser perspective on human behavior. Such understanding deepens your own wisdom and strengthens your ability to handle conflicts peacefully and constructively. Developing compassion and empathy creates an atmosphere of respect and connection, even amid conflict. You become a beacon of peace and understanding, inspiring others to act similarly. Your enemies, upon seeing your ability to forgive and understand, may even turn into allies. By adopting compassion and empathy, you not only overcome conflicts without fighting, but also promote an environment of harmony and cooperation. This practice enriches your life and the lives of others, making the world a better and more understanding place. True strength lies in loving and understanding even those who stand against us. 12. Time management, using time efficiently and productively. With compassion and empathy as our guides, we move on to the next Stoic principle: time management. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that time is a finite and precious resource. Using it efficiently and productively is essential for living a full and meaningful life. Imagine each day as a gift, an opportunity to grow, learn, and act with purpose. The Stoic values every moment, knowing that lost time can never be recovered. Therefore, conscious and deliberate time management becomes a fundamental practice. By managing your time, you avoid the pitfalls of procrastination and distraction. You focus on activities that truly matter and that contribute to your goals and well-being. This does not mean working incessantly, but balancing work, rest, and reflection harmoniously. Well-used time is the foundation of a balanced and productive life. This efficiency and focus disarm your enemies in subtle ways. While they may waste time on conflicts and negativity, you advance toward your goals with clarity and purpose. Your ability to maintain focus and productivity, regardless of adversity, demonstrates an inner strength that few can match. Moreover, effective time management allows you to reserve moments for self-development and the practice of virtue. The Stoic sets aside time for meditation, study, and reflection, continuously cultivating his mind and spirit. This commitment to self-development strengthens your resilience and wisdom, enabling you to face any challenge with confidence. By controlling your time, you build a life rich in purpose and achievement. This practice not only neutralizes your enemy's attempts to divert your attention, but also ensures that you are always moving toward your highest goals. Thus, true power lies not in dominating others, but in mastering yourself and your use of time. 13. Flexibility and adaptation. Adapting to changes without losing composure. With time management well established, the next and final Stoic principle we address is flexibility and adaptation. Marcus Aurelius teaches us that life is unpredictable and full of changes. The ability to adapt to circumstances without losing composure is an essential virtue for facing any adversity. Imagine facing a sudden and unexpected change in your life, whether at work, in health, or in your relationships. While many may resist change or be shaken by it, the Stoic remains flexible. This flexibility is not weakness, but a strength that allows you to adjust and find new ways to thrive in any situation. Adaptation is the ability to adjust your strategies and perspectives as circumstances change. Instead of rigidly clinging to a single plan or path, the Stoic evaluates the new situation with clarity and acts according to the principles of reason and virtue. This ability to adapt disarms your enemies, as their attempts to create chaos or disruption are futile against someone who can adjust and find balance in any scenario. Maintaining composure during difficult changes is a demonstration of true inner power. When you adapt with grace and resilience, you inspire confidence and admiration in others. Your enemies, seeing your ability to remain firm and flexible, realize they cannot topple you with the changes or challenges they present. Furthermore, flexibility and adaptation allow you to seize new opportunities that arise with change. The Stoic sees each change not as a threat, but as a chance to grow and learn. This positive and adaptable mindset opens doors that rigidity and fear could never open. By practicing flexibility and adaptation, you not only neutralize your enemy's attempts to destabilize you, but also embrace life in all its unpredictability with courage and wisdom. This practice completes our Stoic journey, equipping you with all the tools necessary to destroy your enemies without fighting, and to live a life rich in virtue, peace, and fulfillment. Conclusion. At the end of our journey through the principles of Stoicism, we can see how each one intertwines to form a powerful and resilient philosophy of life. From self-discipline and internal focus to flexibility and adaptation, each teaching of Marcus Aurelius guides us toward a life of virtue and wisdom. Recapping, we learn to control our emotions and focus on what is under our control. We ignore external provocations with indifference, embrace our fate with amor fati, and constantly pursue virtue and wisdom. We act justly and righteously, cultivate patience and persistence, and transcend our ego to act with humility. By maintaining serenity and equanimity, we are always mentally prepared for challenges, responding with compassion and empathy even to our enemies. We use our time efficiently and productively, and we adapt flexibly to changes without losing composure. Implementing these principles in our daily lives, we not only disarm and overcome our enemies without fighting, but also rise above life's adversities. Each challenge becomes an opportunity to demonstrate our inner strength and our ability to live according to the highest standards of morality and integrity. As Stoicism teaches us, True victory lies not in dominating others, but in mastering oneself. By living these principles, you build a life of meaning, purpose, and deep satisfaction, becoming a beacon of peace and wisdom for all around you. May these teachings of Marcus Aurelius guide you on your journey, helping you to destroy your enemies without fighting, and to achieve a full and virtuous existence. Thank you for joining us on this Stoic journey. Remember always, the power to shape our happiness lies in our own hands, and through the constant practice of virtue and understanding of the things within our control, we can find peace and fulfillment. Keep exploring the depths of Stoicism in your daily life. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with others who might benefit from Stoic wisdom. Until next time, may Stoic wisdom light your way.